So today on my morning walk, I dialed up an episode of the Hal Elrod podcast that had come across my Facebook feed. I had seen that he was going to be featuring the author John Acuff, and John has a new book out. I took a screenshot called Procrastination Proof. And if you know a little bit at all about my journey here with my channel, you will know that got my attention. And I was like, oh, I've got to listen to that podcast. That sounds super interesting. So I did find the podcast, and I would definitely recommend taking a listen of that episode. And I really enjoyed hearing Hal of the Miracle Morning brand, an author of several books around the Miracle Morning, speak to John Acuff, who has written a ton of books on mindset and I don't know if you'd call them personal development, but a lot of like get out of your head and do the thing you want to do type of books. So I was really excited to listen to the guys talk about this book today. And it was very enjoyable and I learned a lot and I ordered the book. But I guess what hit me that I wanted to bring to the channel this evening was hearing Hal Elrod and John Acuff, who are both very successful in their area, successful authors, successful presenters and speakers, how as they were conversing, they were talking about like their own inner dialogue and talking about comparing themselves to this creator or that creator and obviously having a lot of admiration for what other people are doing in their space or in a similar space. But um I guess what it came down to, well, first of all, I will say I was oddly comforted to hear these two guys who are obviously very successful spinning the same types of thoughts that I do. I don't know about your head, what goes on in your head, but I mean, ever since I was little, a I was a great comparison person, like, right from the start. I took violin lessons when I was a kid. I started when I was 7, and I took lessons in a community that would start children as little as 2 and 3 playing, violin and other instruments, and even when I was 7 and 8, 9, 10, I would compare myself to these little tots who had started so early or were starting early and how accomplished they were, and it just made me wanna give up, to be honest. Like little Betsy was just like, why even try playing the violin? Like this little like 4-year-old can play concertos and I'm like playing these simple songs on my violin and not that well. So yeah, it's a theme in my life. And again, I was strangely comforted to hear um other successful, like I'm successful, like to hear successful creators doing this. And I I wish for them all the best. I wish and hope that they will get out of their heads, and I guess where they landed was what John Acuff was saying, his space is his space for a reason, and his job is to be the best John Acuff that he can be, and it's not to be like this one or like that one or like that author, but to be himself. And he was saying in his space, like people were saying, like, do YouTube. YouTube's so easy. You should go do YouTube or whatever it may be. And just even like now I'm transitioning to the topic of the book with in his book called Procrastination Proof, he talks about 4 aspects of doing the thing. It starts with the dreaming, then it's the planning, then it's the doing, and then it's the reviewing. And he just lightly touched on the fact that you want to know where you're going to go, why you're going there, and then assess your progress along the way. And all that to say in regards to like doing YouTube or doing, social media content creation, just it's important to know like what is your lane, where are you going, and what what are you supposed to be doing. And yeah, and to bring it full circle with like my own life and the channel that I'm trying to build here, it's well, first of all, I was challenged, to be honest with you, because I'm the dreamer type. He has 4 different types in the book, and you're supposed to take a little quiz and identify what you are, and then tailor your mindset and procrastination proof plan so that you can tackle your goals and accomplish what you have in mind for yourself. And yeah, so I got the book ordered and it's coming. And so I'm super excited to read it through and implement the strategies. But I guess where I want to land the plane here with you guys is that we do have a tendency to look left and to look right. I mean, I've done it since I was a kid. It's very entangling. It's very useless when it comes down to it. It's a very big waste of time and thought, heart, and energy, and really does nothing except cause you to stumble and get in your way and take away the joy of whatever you have at hand. So, I love what John Acuff said. I love that he said, his job is to be the best John Acuff that he can be. My job is to be the best Betsy Melvin that I can be and to walk my path. And your job is to be the best you that you can be. And we all have God-given gifts, talents, work, calling, relationships, dreams, and goals. And that's something that only you can do for the things that God has given you to do. It's what only I can do. And it is my perpetual theme, apparently, on this channel and in my life, that I just have to keep bringing it back to what is my calling? What am I gifted to do? And just knowing that the joy, or learning that the rest comes and the pleasure comes and the enjoyment comes when I just stay, as my friend Susan says, stay in my lane and just do me, do what I'm called to do. So, how about you? What are some ways that you find procrastination tripping you up? What are some ways that you find comparison tripping you up? What are some things that you have learned that have helped you to overcome procrastination and or comparison? I would love to hear. Put it down in the show notes. I'm like, this is my podcast. Put it in my show notes. I'm kidding. I've been listening to too many podcasts, apparently. Put it in the comments below. I would love to hear about you and what you're wrestling with, what you're learning. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. Whatever it is that you are working on, keep going, don't quit. And me too. So this is day 6 of 7 of this live in the books. One more day, and then my little challenge is finished. But I think I've made a ton of progress as far as comparing myself to myself. I think I'll come a long way in 6 days. And I think that doing live has really blown up perfectionism for me, like as in shattered it, not as in made it bigger. It's really blown it up for me in like a good way. And I feel like I'm learning a ton along the way with this process. So thank you for being here for this live. I look forward to day 7 tomorrow, and I hope you have an amazing night.